Welcome to the CyberJA podcast, the place where we discuss all things cybersecurity and GRC. I am Richard Perry, your cybersecurity and GRC enthusiast. The aim of this podcast is to provide a meaningful value-added platform via which upcoming cybersecurity professionals like yourself can gain insights from various topics covering cybersecurity and GRC that will enable them to become professionals that the industry demands. Stay tuned for what next on the CyberJA podcast.
Today we have joining us Antoinette Hodes, a security evangelist, global solutions architect, someone on a personal mission to making the internet a safer place for our children. Antoinette, welcome to CyberJA.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Awesome. And I too am excited to have this conversation. And one of the striking things as it relates to having these conversations is that when someone looks at your profile, I mean, especially for those upcoming in the industry, they might be asking, how did all this happen? What led to all these achievements? I mean, where did it all started? But before we actually get into you answering those questions, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, of course. I'm a security evangelist and I'm now a global solution architect. And I've been working 25 years now in the cyber industry. And I like it because it's very dynamic. Not a day is the same, very challenging. You always have to keep up with the bad guys. That's what I really like. And sometimes you respect them as well because they are really opportunistic and really smart. But if you ask me when it started almost 25 years ago. No, I think it's longer, 30 years already. I'm getting old. With my father giving me an old laptop with MS-DOS. It's really old. And I was thinking, oh, that's really nice. I can write some nice documents and print it. So that was basically the seed that was planted in me. And if you take a look at my LinkedIn profile, it's just baby steps. So you have to start little, and every time you take a small step, that will build up in the years to a reputation that created. Don't be out LinkedIn profiles. Just do your own thing, believe in yourself, and be very positive. So that's already some advice here.
Awesome. And I mean, as you made mention of that, I too remembered when I also was exposed to computers. I mean, it wasn't as fancy. We never had all those programs. It was all a DOS prompt. I mean, so I can relate to seeing those black and white screens. I mean, so it was fun times nevertheless, because that was what we knew then. So we made the best of what we had back then. So for sure, I definitely understand where you're coming from. But I mean, these guys, I mean, persons in today's environment doesn't really understand, I mean, where all of this is coming from. So I totally agree with you there. Now, looking at all of your experience, your challenges, I mean, can you take us along that journey in terms of where you are now? When you look at where you are now and how it is that you have actually navigated your way in terms of your achievements, the various job roles that you have actually worked in. Can you
Yeah,
share with us how it is that you have actually, I mean, pivoted along that path?
yeah, of course. Our first thing is believe in yourself and do everything that you do with some kind of passion. That you are really excited. People love it when somebody is telling them about cybersecurity and how they can mitigate attacks or do something else in the cybersecurity, but there is passion involved. People love it, and it's people get excited about it as well. So bring the best of yourself every day to work and be very positive and create your own opportunities. Sometimes there's not a job available for you, but if you start working like you're already doing that job, you are preparing yourself for the next level. So good is not good enough. Aim for excellence. And if you try for excellence, then you always will improve yourself. But remember, it should be something that you really like doing, because then you can make it for 30 years in the industry. So find something that will give you excitement and that will make you very passionate about something. And there's a lot of women now, luckily, in IT and in cybersecurity. And find some kind of a mentor that will help you, because we all been there. We know the struggles. We have the fun stories that when I go with my account manager to the customer, they will say, there's the engineer, and that's the sales girl that I need to talk to. And the funny fact is, it's the other way around. I'm the technical part, and the man is the sales. So that's also so funny. So, and I see the world is changing. We see now a lot of girls with very good education that are really passionate, and I think they can be role models for the future girls that are stepping into this industry. And you can always find me on LinkedIn, and I'm happy to help to jumpstart you or answer questions.
Great. You have made a very important point there. You operate within a male-dominated environment as a
Absolutely.
cybersecurity. How has it been for you? I mean, in terms of being a security evangelist or a global solutions architect, I mean, what has your experience been like in terms of your challenges? I mean, how easy has it been? What has the reception been like so far?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I think it really depends per geo, where you are situated in the world. So, like for example, I work for an Israeli company, and they tend to have a lot of women in IT and in technical jobs as well. But sometimes in other countries, they are not that advanced yet, and they need to, how I'd say it, get used to you, so that you have to prove yourself a little bit, and then you are one of the guys. But yeah, if they see that you mean business and that you know what you are talking about, they will accept you. So yeah, don't let those assumptions set you back. Keep believing in yourself, because it will only make you stronger.
Exactly. I mean, everything that you do in life takes work. It's all about putting in the work and proving yourself worthwhile for whichever role that you are doing, regardless of the fact that you might be male or female, dependent. So it's all about being focused and putting in the work. Now, when you think about the various roles that you have actually occupied so far, what were the skills that you had to acquire along the way in terms of the skill set, your educational path, to do the
The
things?
education, yeah, you can go ahead. Sorry.
I know I was just asking, what has your educational path been like so far to be able to do what you are currently doing now?
Yeah, my education, I just finished the high school, and I did all kinds of certification training. So that's something that you can see on my LinkedIn. But you have to keep on evolving yourself, because all technologies will change over 2 to 3 years. So you have to do the recertifications and keep up with the business. So that's something you have to keep an eye on what you like to do it for yourself. So I like to create a plan. So in the 5 years, I want to have completed this, this, and this, and take it into small projects. And yeah, and it's a team effort. Work with your team. Give a lot to your team, and they will give you a lot back. So sometimes when you come to customers, I cannot go to a customer and say, "Oh, I really want to do business with you. I need to build my relationship first, and give them something that they will trust me." And I believe that women can do this better compared to men, because we can listen more, and we know what they need, because sometimes what the customer is asking is not what the customer needs. Get my point? So you really need to emphasize, what do you need, what is your long-term planning, and so forth. So That's it.
Exactly. Can you share, like, for example, I mean, what has been your most challenging moments through your career journey, and how it is that you have actually overcome those challenges along your career journey?
Yeah, you have to never give up. There's one motto: never give up. When I started working at Checkpoint, I saw a great opportunity for our cute baby gateways. There was no certification, no training whatsoever. And I was thinking, oh, that's pretty cool. What if I create such training? And what if I tell the world, look how amazing these boxes are and what it can do for you? And so in the beginning, it was quite challenging. People say, no, I don't believe in it. And unfortunately, in the end, people saw, oh, that's actually pretty cool, this training. And yeah, you are absolutely right. So yeah, never give up, believe in yourself, and find something that really makes a difference. So if you can put in a lot of effort, but you can see this is the difference that I made, and then they will give value and they will respect you for that, and you're ready for the next step. I'm not sure if this answers your question a little bit, so it's a
Sure. I mean,
you get my point. Yeah,
I
yeah,
totally understand where you're going. Um, no, one of the challenges for many persons when they think about, I mean, within the cybersecurity space, I mean, the IT space, is there is always a trying to make that decision between whether or not I should get a degree first or should I get certifications. I mean, what's your advice in terms of what
yes.
goes first, more applicable?
Of course, basic education is always really, really important, but people with passion are more important to me, because if you don't have the academic degree, you can still be very good in the industry if you have the passion for it, and you can get all certificates and do work. So it really depends per person. I know a lot of hackers who say, "Oh, school not for me," but they are the best hackers, and they hack into governments and get paid and do bug bounties, you name it. So there's no one size fits all solution. Yeah, it really depends.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
as I've always said to persons, that the way to cybersecurity, I mean, the roadmap, it's one that cannot be exactly written or to say this is what you need to follow or this is what will get you to that path. It's all a matter of trial and error. I mean, what works for you might not work for me. So it's all about seizing the opportunities that exist based on how prepared we are for those various situations that we do face from time to time. So definitely those are some important points that you have actually mentioned so far as it relates to your journey. Um, looking at, can you identify just any one of those roles that you have actually been in? Any of those, I mean, job roles that you have actually worked in? Can you maybe just share a few insights as to some of the things that you did, I mean, in those
Yeah,
parts?
yes, of course. And just to get back to the other topic as well, I created a training and it's now being used worldwide, and I'm so proud of it. Who could have known from that tiny presentation and that training that I created, that it spiraled to a global trading. But if you take a look at the engineering job that I did, you will go to customers and you will understand their pain points. What are they trying to address? What are the crown jewels? What should be protected? And with that, a good engineer will tie all kinds of solutions together instead of and do solution selling instead of product selling. So it's about security awareness, it's about education. Of course, it's also about equipment and doing business, but you have to be the trusted advisor for the customer or partner to build that long-term relationship, because you want to do business for a long time. So yeah, it's just a relationship that needs to mature, and it's not people, process, technology. That's it. So you have to focus on that to get to the next level. And then you need to do, every day is a little bit different. Do you have to do projects, but you can do incidents, or you create something really nice, network drawings, which I like, that you tie all the solutions together, say, on this you need this, and we need to work on that a little bit, and you give your recommendation, experience, and best practices. That's something that I really like.
Yes, definitely, sure. I mean, I too can relate to you in terms of when I pretty much started out on my journey, I did not know exactly where it is that I wanted to go or what it is that I wanted to do. I pretty much, at one point I enjoyed programming, and I reached a point where I said, no, this is not for me. Then I went into, and then I enjoyed it for a while. Then I shift from networking into system administration. Then I moved from system administration into, information security management, to where I'm actually into cybersecurity and GRC. So it's all about finding your passion, trying a lot of things. And that is where you actually develop a holistic approach and a holistic understanding of many moving parts. And that can definitely help, as you're saying, to make you more efficient within the various organizations that you can add value to.
Absolutely. But that's also a really nice career that you're proceeding.
Yes, exactly. The last question that I have for you is, what's that one career advice that you would want to share with anyone that is seeking, for example, to be where you are at this point in time?
Believe in yourself, never give up, and stay positive. If you do those things, you will get there. And sometimes a setback will only make you stronger, or you need to choose a different path. But as long as you like what you are doing, I'm sure you will get there. And you have to find some people that will help you build your network of women or colleagues around you or outside of the job that are here to help you. So that would be my advice. And I'm get really inspired by your story. You can see on my profile that I was working in IT, but I also like operational technology, OT as well. That's also a niche that I discovered that I like. And with OT, operational technology, you have to think about energy companies or manufacturing or critical infrastructures. And that has a whole different approach and different pain points and requirements. Because with IT, you want to have an alert with an automatic action and remediation because you don't want to have an infected laptop on your network, for example. And with OT, it's completely different. You want to get an alert, but it should not impact any process whatsoever. Zero tolerance, zero downtime whatsoever. So it's about availability and safety. So that's a unique situation. And that was, I need to rewire my brain because it was completely different to IT. Get my point? So, but now I have the best of both worlds and I can understand what, what's needed in IT and in OT. And yeah, and I'm a mentor. So if a young woman is looking for a mentor, I'm here. I love to mentor you. I will help you out. And I would love to jumpstart you in IT because we need more ladies.
For sure, definitely. And guys, this was an awesome conversation. Antoinette, it was a pleasure having this conversation with you.
Likewise. Thank you so much for having me.
You're very much welcome. And we have actually garnered a number of valuable nuggets of information, and I look forward to many more conversations like this in the future, where we actually dive into a number of other, specialized topic areas. So, guys, I definitely recommend that you also check out those featured articles on Antoinette's LinkedIn profile. As she has mentioned, she's someone who is willing to mentor and to help guide you into your career path. So everyone, until then, stay tuned, stay connected for future recordings on the Cyber JA show with me, your host, Richie Perry.